Ahoy toy, welcome to Transfixed, the channel that will buy anything, apparently, if it turns into an obsolete piece of recording technology. Now we have the last two Dino-Cassettes from Hasbro. I had to order these from Hasbro Pulse, their online shop. I'm really glad that we got all of these because, these four cassettes that were on the Autobot side and turned into dinosaurs were only released in Japan back in the day, but now we have some reissues. Now to get the first two, you had to buy Bumblebee with it. They had this Retro Rock Garage 2-pack, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Each one of them came with a Bumblebee figure from the movie and two Dino-Cassettes. However, one of them was in the normal color, opaque colors, and one was in a translucent color. So to get both of the opaque originally colored ones, you had to buy both packs, which I did, and then I sold off the Bumblebee, and I have the translucent ones in the combined form, because this pair combines into a robot, and this pair combines into a robot. So we'll show them all later, but for now, we're taking a look at this. And yes, this is all on one card, which is triggering my Hasbro rage. So yeah, when I saw these online, I noticed that they come with a frenzy that you have to buy, probably so they could jack up the price. And I didn't realize from the photos that it's actually all on a single card. So until it arrived here, yeah, they're all on one single card for some reason. The frenzy is just a single one. I don't know why we had to buy frenzy, because they just reissued frenzy with Laserbeak, just like he was. Like, this is the original vintage presentation. And then if you want to get Rumble, you have to buy the pack with Ravage. And this is fine. This is how it should be. And by the way, I'm going to put my nickel down now. This is Rumble. This is Frenzy. That's how the toy was issued. There was a mistake made when they made the cartoon. I love the cartoon. I collect everything to look like the cartoon. That's my favorite style. However, let's call a spade. When they called Rumble the blue one on the show, that was a mistake. That was an error. So I really don't know how anyone can really defend being an error. You can say that you prefer Rumble to be blue, but to say it's correct is just not true. This is an error. This is Frenzy. It was a mistake. It was a mistake on the show, and yeah, so that's just how it is. Anyway, so yeah, you may unsubscribe at this point now if you don't agree with that, but that's fine. So anyways, yeah, we had to get Frenzy. Now, the other thing is, when you turn this around, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but on the back of Frenzy are the directions and profiles BIOS for these two. And then on the back of those two, you have Frenzy's card. So again, I don't know if that was intentional, but I really hate it, which makes me more enraged. But I'm a sucker, so I went and bought two, and I've cut this one apart, so this is how it should look. I really wish they hadn't made us buy this extra Frenzy. I don't know why they did that. Because they're Hasbro, I guess, and they hate us. So since I had two, I ended up cutting the card in half and actually just gluing them together so that I could have the proper bio on the back of the card. Just thanks to some good old Elmer's school glue. Just carefully lined it up, put a book on top of it, and some clothespins to hold it together while it dried. Anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes now. This is our friends here. So this is GURAFI, this is Noizu, and those are the Japanese names. I'm glad they just didn't change them, although I wonder what they would have come up with. So let's start with Noizu first. So he turns into a... what does he turn into? You know what, let's take a look. I'll put the back of the card for Frenzy up here, of course, in case you want to read the bios for these two. Alright, to start, you pull this down. This is like, it's supposed to be the tail, but it's in two parts. And then this whole section here is on a double hinge, and it just comes right around like this. And then the head, his little forearms come down, and then the head comes around on another double hinge like that. And you can separate these legs out a bit to make them stand up. And of course, he has his clip-on chromed accessories that hang from the top holes like this. And that's Noizu. And then for GURAFI, This is a nice looking one. I am partial to red. We've got 4 hinges on the wings here, and then this inner part opens up further, and the feet come in as far as you want. They can go that far, or you can have them out a little bit, and then the head part just flips around on a double hinge here. And then for his accessories, these are very small. These go on as wingtips on the bottom side, and then this round part goes on the top, and the boxy part goes on the bottom. So it looks like that. So the wings are very posable. You can get them in all kinds of configurations here, and it swivels around as well. But I think that's for the combined mode. You can double these up if you want to. So yeah, cool looking little pair. And here they are with Dial and Zor. And at last we have all 4, which is just beautiful. I'm happy to have these, even though I overpaid for getting all the extra stuff that I didn't need. So we'll put these fellows aside for now, so I can show you the combined mode. So we'll take off the accessories. Actually, those, I don't think they can stay. Let's take them off. Okay, so we'll leave these open, and these are going to be the feet. This guy's the bottom half. The head folds back around. Okay, now these come to the back. His feet are going to be these black parts at the front here, if I can get them out. Yeah, just a little bit tight. This is quite tight on this side. Gosh. That one was very tight. Okay, so these feet come down. This is the front. We flatten this out, so now that's the lower part of him. And you can put these accessories on the heels. If you want, these can just sit at the back this way. Like that. And then for Noizu here, he'll be the torso and head. So this one we want to put this away, put the dino head back where it was. Whoops. We do actually need to open this back up, and his robot head is hiding in here. Then we'll close it back up the way it was. And now this will spread all the way open like that, and these come down, and those are his arms. And this will just plug into the back of the bird head. Oh yeah, the rub sign is on the end here, so it ends up being a good spot in the robot mode, I suppose. And then these weapons go on his shoulders here. And he's now combined into a decibel. So it kind of, it's a bit back heavy. This joint is not quite tight enough to hold it up. It's not quite secure. But maybe if we lean him forward. No, he's just too back heavy. I don't know how he's going to be, how he's supposed to stand up. I mean, the figure would be stable if that had some way of snapping into place. I don't see any way. In fact, there aren't any instructions included that show you how to do this mode. So, if I am missing something, let me know. Maybe if I take these off, it'll be lighter. Maybe this can come down. What if we use this as a... Nope, that's not going to work either. Well, I guess he'll need a little stand if we wanted him to be displayed in this mode. Too bad. I like the head sculpt. It looks kind of cool. Looks like the Doom Marine or something. So, that's what he's supposed to look like. But he's drunk. So, anyway, why don't we put these guys back into cassette mode. And I'm not going to do Frenzy because he's not really what this set is about, in my opinion, and there's other ways to get him. Alright, so that locks back into a pretty nice little cassette. Now, these cassettes will fit in blaster. Of course. But they're meant for twin cast. His Japanese reincarnation. Oh, that's the Scorpion one. So this is the KFC version of twin cast, and it fits the same size tapes, which is nice. And I believe he will fit more than one cassette at a time. This is a reissue blaster, only fits one at a time. So there are all 4 cassettes in cassette mode. And I did do a separate video on these two, by the way, so you can look at the Retro Rock Garage video for those ones. I'm not going to do the transformations now because I've already done it. And there they all are in their dinosaur mode. Now I feel like this pair is a little bit better than these ones, but that could be just because they're new. I really am thrilled to have all 4, even though, like I said, I don't like the way that Hasbro distributed these. I wish they could have been 2-packs or a 4-pack, sticking them in with the Bumblebee, and then even double dipping on that to have these guys separate. It's just, it's pretty crappy. I really don't like the way that Hasbro does that sort of thing, but I am happy to have them all, and I mean, I guess I'm sending them the message that it's okay because I'm buying all this stuff, but anyway, I'm really happy that they have given it to us. They're not perfect. Like I did mention some of the flaws, and, this guy unfortunately has to have a split tail because of the way that he transforms, but, they do have the extra mode, so that's kind of cool, and like I said, I'm just thrilled that we're able to get these, because these, if you wanted to buy the original G1s, because they were scarce and only Japanese, they are exorbitantly rare and expensive. You could pay, over $100 just for a single one of these. Without even having the whole complete thing or anything like that. So at least now we can get them. So they're out there. If you want to get this pair, as far as I know, they're only being sold at Hasbro Pulse, unless there's somebody else reselling them. I don't know. And these two, again, came with the Retro Rock Garage Volume 1 and 2 with the Bumblebee. If you're looking for those, you might be able to pick those up. I got them through... where did I get those? One was from Big Bad Toy Store. The other one, I think, was from Hasbro directly, if I'm not mistaken. But you'll have to check my other video to confirm that, because I don't remember what I said in that one. So, again, I'm sorry I'm not showing everything, but like I said, I already did a video about those two. So check that out if you're interested. So I hope that covers everything. I've tried to say everything I can think of about these guys and show you everything I can. But if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. And as always, thanks very much for watching.